topic of the night is going to be top 5 gory comedies. So like a horror comedy.
Gory comedies.
Gory comedies. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. So let's go through those. Coming up next. Thanks to Mark Burchett.
Thank you, Mark.
For coming up with a good idea for sure, which is top 5, or at least I'm going to say the top 5.
Gory comedies.
Gory comedies. So when he said that, he immediately suggested what? Peter Jackson's
Dead Again? Was it
Dead
Dead
Alive?
No, Dead Alive. Excuse me, not Dead Again. The Ken
and
Dead Again.
well, let's just say this. That is a fantastic suggestion, and I don't know. We'll see where it is on our list, but it is. Have you seen the film?
Dead Again? Dead Alive?
No, Dead Alive.
Sorry, keep fucking up.
Peter Jackson's Dead Alive.
Dude, many eons ago. I seem to recall.
For the Lord. I kick ass for the Lord.
Is there a scene with a lawnmower?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
We probably saw it in Detroit on Lanyo.
Yeah, that would have been a long time ago, man.
Yeah, we saw it
saw
when it hit the States.
Right.
When it finally got here. And it is a fantastic film, and it's definitely in our God, man. Can you really even beat that movie? Because it is incredibly
for just over the top,
gory, and it's from a very. If you're from North America, it comes from a point of view that is Western, but very different than ours.
Yeah,
it's like sort of like super intense English. It's like if England had like a really weird, autistic, but super genius filmmaking.
Well, aren't they New Zealanders,
they're all
right?
Genius filmmakers.
So aren't they just non-criminal Australians?
I guess.
I feel like that's true, right? They're like the non-criminals. They're like the
elves
class.
of the South.
Right? They're totally like elvish. And like, this is why we shot Lord of the Rings here. Everyone really is the size.
Peter Jackson is a freaking hobbit, for the love of Christ.
Oh, by the way, Peter Jackson, besides Dead Alive, also did Meet the Feebles.
Yep.
And around the same time, Mother of Christ. If you've never seen Meet the Feebles,
New Zealand paid for that film.
I know, right? He's like, I'm gonna mic them up.
Anyway, Dead Alive is a fantastic
Yes, it
thing.
is.
It's fairly funny, although very bizarre, especially now because it's 40 years since it's
you
gone.
watch it like, what
So
is
it's a
even
very
happening in
bizarre
this film?
80s foreign film that has an incredible amount of gore, just an insane amount of gore, and a lot of comedy. So what?
You know what?
It's definitely going to be in my top 5.
I gotta tell you,
it might even be number 1 for me,
I gotta tell you
man.
what popped in my mind in this. Dude,
a
not many
crazy-ass
people bring
movie.
it up. Evil Dead 2.
Hold on, well, that's the only
Dude,
real other
Evil
argument
Dead.
for
Well,
that.
no, I got another one, but Evil Dead 2. You know, I gotta tell you.
Let's start with number 5. Is that your number 1?
Well, I mean, I don't know what order we're going in.
It's hard because Mark threw down the gauntlet, right? Like, boom.
Right.
This is.
Well, we're not going to both
Dead Alive.
present 5 movies.
Yeah, well,
Let's
sure.
just present a total of 5.
All right. Well, I mean, that for me, that might have to be number 1, man.
Okay, well, and I can dig it.
That is the first movie that jumped into my mind.
I
even
would
above
definitely put
Dead.
Evil Dead at number 3 because I have a number 2.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, so I think that would. I would
Well,
agree with Mark.
what do you want me to just start with the best?
Yeah. So fuck it. I mean, because he threw down the gauntlet.
Okay, so the best gory
I agree with
comedy.
him. I think it is Dead
the
Alive.
best gory comedy ever
crazy
is fucking
gory
Return of the Living Dead.
That movie.
Return of the Living Dead is not only gory, but it is funny as fuck.
Is it that gory?
Yeah, it's got some gore in it for sure. I mean, especially when the punk gets bit through the fucking thing and the blood goes all over the place. The makeup effects are fantastic. They have the half torso and shit.
Yeah,
they
see,
pinned
the
her to
oil
the
man
ground.
isn't so much gory to me as he is terrifying.
Right.
Like the alien isn't gory. It's just terrifying.
Well, I mean, only to the extent you say, okay,
like
well,
if you see a lion in your backyard.
Right. But I will tell you,
terrifying.
I think that it is gory, and certainly not as gory as Dead Alive. But
there is a lot of gore. But
it's funny as fuck.
The comedy. So you're saying the comedy.
The
is
comedy
king.
is so great in
comedy
that
gory.
one. Yeah, because look, doing comedy horror is tough.
Very tough.
That is a tough genre, dude, because you're walking 2 lines that if you fuck either one up, you've got half a movie. Right. And Return of the Living Dead is one of those rare ones
that
bang,
came
bang.
out of that generation.
Yes.
Peter Jackson and Sam Raimi, because they did it multiple times. Because you're talking about Evil Dead, right? Because that's got to be in the top 5.
Evil Dead would have been my next choice. Yeah.
Evil Dead 1 or Evil Dead 2, and that's kind of what. kind of got me caught up is like, again, just no, Dead Alive is Return of the Living Dead. All right, it's like I'm very, like
right,
but
because it depends on how you're looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Evil Dead 2 is just a remake of Evil Dead 1.
In its own way, I suppose you could say, because they do include a lot of the same setups.
The gore
but the gore is better.
Yeah, it is, because it's so much more over the top.
And it's funny because Bruce Campbell is,
like in the chainsaw
he doesn't
scene
get
with the
quite
hand.
the recognition he deserves, because that movie is all him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that movie is 100% Bruce Campbell. Watching Bruce, I can't even tell you who the hell else is in it.
So which one would you pick, though? I would say
between which one?
Between 1 and 2. Between
One's
Evil Dead 1
scarier.
and 2.
I'd say 2 is funnier.
Yeah, I agree with
got
that.
the antics with
See,
the
yeah, I guess I'm erring on the side of gore, I guess.
So you're leaning the gore route.
I guess I am, yeah.
I'm leaning comedy.
Right. Well, because and I know it's two different things.
And honestly, I don't think the second movie's that much
but it's
funnier
such a
than the
limited
first one.
genre. I mean, you've got to kind of have a broad mind about it, because how many other movies are you going to name? Saturday the 14th? I mean, right?
Well, that's not supposed to be a comedy, though.
Well, that was just a straight comedy, honestly.
No, it was not? Oh, Saturday the 14th.
Yeah.
I thought you said Saturday 14. You know?
Oh, God, no. You're talking about Kirk Douglas, Farrah Fawcett.
Saturday.
Yeah. Fucked up movie, but whatever.
I've got a great one.
But so you'd say 2, not 1.
Oh, for sure, because 1 is just, I mean, it is kind of funny,
So,
but
I mean,
2 is just, it's the complete package.
And honestly, it have to be, the other movie I thought of, even above Evil Dead 1 or 2, was Peter Jackson's first horror movie. Can you pull that up? I can't remember the name of it. It's before he did that live. Look up his filmography.
Really?
Yeah. That movie.
Bad Taste.
Yeah, Bad Taste is incredibly freaking gory movie. Yeah, dude.
Oh my
That's
God.
some crazy ass shit that happens in that movie.
Where's the fucking opener, by the way?
Spend my knife, man.
Give it to me now.
All right. Have you seen that movie? That movie is
Bad Taste?
Yeah, Bad Taste.
Dude, I remember
man.
that on like VHS.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, like,
It is crazy.
at the video store.
I'm a giant Peter Jackson fan. So, I mean, what am I going to do? I love Sam Raimi. But the gore, when you can beat Sam Raimi in gore, and it is the same genre, right?
And honestly, probably close to the same budget.
Well, I got one we might be able to agree upon.
All right.
How about Monty Python's the one with Mr. Creosote,
Meaning of Life.
The Meaning of Life? That's an insanely
But
funny film.
Right.
And there's all kind of gore in that movie.
But it's not a horror film. I mean,
I don't know, man.
the only gore, there's 2 gory scenes. There's the living organ donor transplant coming soon.
I think that's a very grim film in its way. Man.
Well, I mean, it depends. I guess, boy, that's a narrow interpretation.
Like, how about Brazil? Does that fit anywhere
That's
in
just
there?
dystopia. That's just
Yeah, but
straight
there's
dystopia.
gore in it too.
But not, but it's not
Doesn't Michael Palin go to work on him?
But not to the extent that you really see that much. Like, I think
Yeah,
the only
so.
gory thing that happens
suggest
in
it.
the
Yeah,
film.
I guess they just suggest
Yeah, it's not really that. So, I mean, but I think that, well, that's a good question. Is it implicit?
So, but I think Dead Alive and Bad Taste, for me, are a lot like Evil Dead 1 and 2. Are like, man, they're very similar films, very similar tones, and it's almost
right.
But those are like the top 4 movies to me, man. I mean,
and that's fair enough, man.
crazy.
Because honestly, outside of Return of the Living Dead, which is
how about Re-Animator? Was that a comedy?
Yes, it's Brian Yuzna.
That was another
early
movie
'80s. Jeffrey Combs as
Jeffrey
Dr.
Combs.
Herbert West.
Yeah, was his
and by the way,
He
whoever
had his-
the blonde chick was in the movie,
Barbara Crampton.
I believe you mean
dude.
Noble Woman.
I'm naked as fuck. I mean, all the way, toe to forehead, and not for a couple of
Joker?
seconds either. I mean, legit on the table.
I want to see
Now, look,
you on the field.
even for '80s movies, which were pretty liberal with tits, dude, that was fucking full blast. And which would be
Tits.
unusual even now.
front.
Oh no, dude, from the toe to the,
The
head,
word's
bro.
jugs.
Well,
with
yeah,
2 G's.
flat ass,
Maybe a
butt
Z.
ass naked, dude. I'm like,
Tits.
I mean,
Crude.
but it happens for a few minutes, and it's not like a
A
one or.
decapitated head goes down on her.
Yeah, dude, I'm for Psychosexual. fucking Re-Animator kind of nails it.
So
but
that's-
but I would totally put that in. Yeah.
So if you just get one Peter Jackson and one Sam Raimi because they dominate the category, yeah, you do have to. I think Re-Animator is a strong candidate for that.
Right. Because, yeah, and because it was funny.
Is there any intentionally comedic aspect to Scanners?
No. And it's not, well, here's
about like American Werewolf in London. That's
that's legit. That's actually, now the gore in there, there's a little bit limited, but.
When's the last time you saw that movie, man?
I gotta admit, it's been a while. David Naughton is in that.
If you saw it now, you'd be like, wow, I forgot how much insane gore
there is. That was John Landis right before Twilight Zone, dude. That was like the movie before, because there was a big movie.
Yeah, if you see the end of that film, it really is a shocking ending. Ultimately, I think if you get into it, there are shockingly few really, truly gory films that are overtly and openly trying to be comedies, or even trying to be funny. Like some of the Fred Olin Ray's, the Puppet Master movies. I mean, some of those are very, Toxie 2.
Right, like all the stuff from Trauma.
Yeah, but it's just, they're not gore. When I'm saying gore, I'm saying like Day of the Dead gore, you know? I mean, I'm saying gore. Like there's bucket loads of fucking blood.
Just so much blood.
And
you can't even believe it.
Like, is The Shining a comedy? Because it's so over the top. I mean, really, the hotel is spitting out like a million gallons of blood?
Only if you view it this way. And the way that I view The Shining is really this. It makes you sympathize with his character, and you're glad that he kills his wife and children. Because they're depicted in the film as so insufferable. Like, all I see is, this is why Jack killed you. Right here. His wife is mousy. The kid's practically a little girl. He's just some kind of weird shut-in. And you're like, he's like at the bar going, fuck my life, man. I should just take a fire axe to the both of them.
Your money's no good here, Mr. Torrance.
I should kill them both? It's not really what I said, bro. I was kind of like talking about drinks, and I was going to be subtle, but you're all like, fire axe. And, it's like.
You've always been here. You're the caretaker.
I mean, I hate to want to have to do a Shining episode. We might have to actually eventually do one. I mean, just a legit Shining episode. But anyway, that's the show.
It's going to take me 3 hours to edit 15 minutes.
What do you want me to do? I'm doing the best I can.
Anyway, thanks to Mark.
Mark Burchett.
Let's just, number one. What's your number one?
My number one gory funny movie is Return of the Living Dead. Yep, that's it. Return of the Living Dead.
That's the movie that you...
And the reason I do it is because of the cadaver scene. The cadaver scene is one of... Because the part when he's cutting the guy's head off and is doing that's pretty sweet. It's just their whole reaction. I mean, that is... The acting is so good. He's like, the brain. I hit the fucking brain. I mean, that...
The movie Live?
Right. You mean the movie Live?
I'd say
the delivery is fantastic.
I would still say, even after all that babblings that we, so skillfully went through on air, I'd say it'd still be Dead Live. I think that's just
okay.
Like, subscribe, share,
and
love each other, and until next time, thank you, Mark, and mwah! It's just so insane.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and argue.
I mean, come on, man. I'll kick ass for the Lord.
Come
on, man. He's doing kung fu. That's hilarious to me.
I guess.
And it has a lot,
I just like my comedy American canner, Mr. Commie. Right there, buddy. Okay, Mr.
You pinko.
Un-American piece of shit. You go watching foreign movies again? Yeah, I told you about them, man. I'll cut your pimp's heart out. Why, Ike? Whatever do you mean? Maybe poker's not your game, Ike. I know. Let's have a spelling contest.
That was terrible.
Be sure to visit evilgeniusentertainment.com for exclusive content, swag, casting call news, and much, much more.